Hey guys, so what's up? So welcome back anyway. So before you think that you're ready to go to regionals come late October, I just wanted y'all to check this shit out. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have already maybe watched my Dragunity deck profiles from in the past, especially from before the September ban list, because I was actually running 2 Inferno Reckless Summons and Red Nova Dragon. But I just wanted to talk to you about the idea of Dragunities. First of all, I believe that they're going to come back, mainly because Tempest is such a good card for them, but also because the format sort of changed up because of the September ban list. And I think that you'll find a lot more Dragunities being played at regionals. At locals, I feel like you'll see a lot more Dragunity Assault Mode decks, and at regionals, I feel like you'll see a lot more pure Dragunities. So the reason why I wanted to talk to you about them is because Dragunities are so versatile. They are just so amazing. I used to run Dragunities with my Majestic Star Dragon build. I've got a couple of videos on how to summon Majestic Star Dragon in 1 turn, and I normally summon him in 2 turns. But regardless, he's very good. Obviously, if Majestic Star hits the field, he's essentially a Quasar for 1 turn, and then you can keep bringing him back because of Red MD. But also, a lot of people like to run Dragunity Assault Mode. It's a little bit tougher, and you better hope and pray that you can get out Dragunity, you better hope that you can get out Stardust Dragon Assault Mode within your 2nd or 3rd turn. But yeah, if you do, Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is broken. Yeah, no, he is broken, because he can negate any effect, obviously except for a counter trap. And then he can't be special summoned from the graveyard except by his own effect. So, yeah, that's pretty freaking good. Anyway, so what I normally run in this type of deck is I run a lot of level 8s because that's how I get over my opponent. I like to protect my cards with Stardust Dragon, or I like to blow up their cards with Scrap Dragon, or if they're running a stall deck, Red Dragon Archfiend. But I really like to shut them down, and I added this maybe in the last episode, Crimson Blader. For a lot of those decks like Mermails that are just really annoying, this guy is a 2800 beater that can stop them from normal summoning and special summoning level 5 or higher monsters during their next turn. That is extremely good because that gives you a huge 1-turn advantage. At minimum 1-turn advantage. I mean, next turn you might do it again because they had another monster on the field or something. But yeah, also, come November 8th, when Shadow Spectres actually comes out, this guy will be coming out in Shadow Spectres. He's going to be an ultra rare. I think he is also going to be... He's going to be an ultimate rare or a ghost rare. I can't remember which one. But needless to say, this guy is the best rank 8 monster in the game. And the only reason why I even ran him originally was because of Windrose. So Windrose is an extremely good card that when you've got 5 wind monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon him from your hand. And he's a Harpy's Feather Duster. He clears out your opponent's back row. So yeah, he's really good. If you get him early on in the game, summon him. There's no reason not to. He's a free special summon. So if they Solemn Warning him, then you don't skip your battle phase next turn. If they Torrential Tribute him, then you still get your effect. But it doesn't really matter. You baited their Torrential Tribute, whatever. Also, if you get him too late in the game, just ditch him for Dragon Ravine. You can always banish him from the graveyard to special summon Tempest anyway. So it's really good. The only reason why I have these in my side deck are because if you face really strong decks, like I know there's a version of like Obelisk, where they run like Hieratic Dragon type deal, and they can summon Obelisk with Hardened Armed Dragon, so essentially Obelisk is invulnerable to everything except for being run over. Well, that's where Red Nova Dragon comes into play. Back when I used to run this deck before the September ban list, Red Nova Dragon was always 5,000 plus. Like he was 5,000 or 5,500 or 6,000. It doesn't matter. This guy's an extremely high beater, so he's really good. So anyway, let me just go ahead and jump into the duels, because, I mean, it's not really fun to listen to me talk forever, so... Oh, God! Hold on. Let me get rid of the sounds. There we go. I keep forgetting that it does that. So anyway, the best things that Dragunities can run against... Right now, I haven't tested them against the Dragon Rulers. I've been mainly testing them against, like... like this guy, for instance, is a straight-up stall, so it worked pretty well against this guy. I wouldn't recommend running stall/burn in an actual tournament. You're not going to go very far. But with Dragunities, you will, so it's really good with that. Oh my gosh, I felt that felt like real life point damage there. Oh my gosh. And this guy just laid down an entire bag. I was kind of scared, but I remember that he played Meter of Destruction. I'm like, okay, well, it's probably just a straight-up burn deck. So first things first, just go ahead and bring Dragon Ravine to your hand. Then use the Dragon Ravine Zephyros combo. So with the Dragon Ravine Zephyros, well, let me just go ahead and show you what it is. So go ahead, ditch Zephyros, that way you can bring a Phalanx to your hand. Normally, then what I'll do is I'll bring Dragon Ravine back to my hand by special summoning Zephyros. But in this particular case, I'll go ahead and Cards of Consonance it to get 2 new cards. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I'll go ahead and bounce Dragon Ravine back to my hand, so that way I can special summon Zephyros, take 400. Play it, and then I'll discard maybe Terraforming. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, okay, so to bring a Dux to my hand. So that's really good, right? So look how many freaking monsters I can summon now. So I go into 2... Oh my god! Oh wow! Oh my gosh! This guy is not formidable at all. I don't know why I exclaimed like I did, but anyway, go ahead, go into 2 Vajrayanas, then go into Mystletainns. So I'll have 4 level 6s plus a level 2 tuner on the field, right? Or for some reason I didn't even do that. Why? Oh, it's because I'm about to kill him right now. Never mind. That's why. Go ahead and so what I was going to do was actually I was going to go into my extra deck, Trident Dragion. So how do I do that? I need 1 Dragon Tuner and 1 Dragon Non-Tuner, and he's a level 10, so obviously that. So then what you do is then you destroy Scrap Dragon and you destroy a Tum. Then you get to attack 3 times, and he has 3,000 attack. So 1, 2, 3 times, that's 9,000. This guy would have been as good as gone. So, but unfortunately, he was very upset that I destroyed his magic cylinder. So he quit out, whatever. Let me go ahead and do... I think this was the first duel that I was doing that was brand new. Yeah, I was running against... I had a dream about this guy. I don't know why I had a random dream about Command Knight. I had a dream that he was like a $15 card. Man, I was high on something. I don't even know how. Man, it must have been the vents here at college. They must be putting something in the air vents. Anyway, yeah, it just looks like pretty much straight up... I almost said zombie. Warrior deck. So anyway, he goes ahead and does his thingamabob. And I always assume that every face down that anyone puts is like a Mirror Force. Or a Torrential Tribute or a Solemn Warning. I'm always scared about people's back row. Maybe unnecessarily, but still. It's crazy. And then I just go ahead and set that and let him do his thing, because I didn't want to discard any of these guys to send a Phalanx to the grave yet. Just seemed kind of risky. And I was like, bitch, put that back in your hand. So then he ends his turn, so I draw, and now I've actually got a Phalanx, which is perfect. So I go ahead and send Aklys to the grave. Normal summon, bring out Vajrayana, bring out Aklys, pop that back row, and attack for 3,800. So next turn, I'll actually do it all over again, but I'm going to go ahead and let him do his thing. So unfortunately, Vajrayana's attack does go back down to 1,900, but that's completely fine. Honestly, I don't know why he didn't equip his Lightning Blade to him. Is there some sort of... Each time this card... Yeah, I don't know. I would have increased it by 800, so that way he would have inflicted more damage, 1,000 damage in fact. But whatever. So I can actually go ahead, summon... The reason why I think Legionnaire, if he hasn't already gone up in price, that he will go up in price is because he can do this. He can get over a Bottomless Trapple, and he can automatically special summon Aklys from your grave. Then you can use his effect, pop Aklys to pop 1 face-up monster. Then Aklys pops 1 card on the field. Any card. Face up, face down, doesn't matter. And then I can special summon him. Go ahead, go into that. Special summon him. Go ahead, special summon Aklys. Special summon Stardust, and of course, as you can see, that's game. So, yeah. That's pretty much what Dragunities do. They run off of lots of dragon support. And I haven't even run into Tempest yet. And, I mean, wait till I get Tempest in my hand. It's going to be friggin' amazing raisins. But, yeah. And I think that's... Oh! I have run into an elemental dragon deck. Although I think this guy was a retard. So, it doesn't really count. Because, yeah, he does some weird stuff. Okay, so all these dragons, Mythic Wood Dragon... I know one of these freaking dragons came out... Maybe it was Mythic Wood Dragon. No, it was this motherfucker right here. He came out in Judgment of the Light. I actually own him. Like, multiple copies of him. I don't know about Mythic Wood and Mythic Water, but what the fuck, White Knight Dragon? I don't know. He's running a lot of dragons, needless to say. So go ahead and I don't want to look at your point of view. So go ahead, let him do his thing. MSTs. Oh, I think I know why. This guy is like I think he MST'd my Dragon Ravine late. I don't think he understands the concept of field spells, but whatever. So whenever I have Tempest in my hand, what I like to do is go ahead and discard him along with a tuner, preferably a tuner, so Aklys or Phalanx, and then bring one dragon-type monster, any dragon, to my hand. And for some reason, I picked Phalanx. That's fine. That's totally fine. So now I can discard Phalanx. Add a Legionnaire to my hand for some reason. So yeah, go ahead and... Oh my gosh! Now he's going to MST it. That's a little late, buckaroo. But that doesn't matter. So I can go ahead and summon Mystletainn. Do that. Then I summon, use that to equip Aklys, pop his back row, and a Tum. Special summon that. Oh, I see now. Trident Dragion, blow up both of my cards. Attack once, attack twice, attack 3 times. Okay, so that's how you do it. Yeah, that's an FTK. So, first turn kill, motherfucker. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I run Trident Dragion. A lot of my friends at school say, why do you run Trident Dragion? Or, no. They ask, why do I run Leyvaten, the level 8 that I summoned from the deck? Because if he's summoned from anywhere, from the deck, grave, or your hand, then he gets to equip one Dragunity monster to your, well, actually, let me show you in the deck profile looking thingy, the deck construction. Yeah, so if he's special summoned from anywhere, he gets to equip a Phalanx to him. Whereas Mystletainn has to be special summoned from the hand. Leyvaten doesn't discriminate. He can be special summoned from anywhere, and he'll equip it. So then you just special summon Phalanx due to his effect, go into a level 10, Trident Dragion, and attack 3 times. So he's really good. My friends don't like to run him because they think he's inconsistent. I don't know. I one-turn killed the guy twice. So I really like him. That's how this deck has most of its powers, because of him. But if you don't get to summon him, then you know you can go into your XYZs, your level 8s, whatever you really want. This deck rapes pretty much. I was actually thinking about adding maybe 2 Windroses, making this a 41 card deck, just so I could get him more often, because he's really cool. But I don't know. I'm still working with this deck. We'll see what happens. This is not a deck that I would run at regionals, only because I'm going to be running Lavals at regionals. But maybe in the future I will, depending on what new support comes out for it, if any. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. Wow, that was only 13 minutes. That's not bad. Oh, actually, I know why. I'm going to add a little special feature to the end of this, but I'm going to split it up into like 2 segments. So it's going to be attached to this video, but I'm going to record it at a later time, if that makes any sense. So yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy the sneak peek of presentation that I'm about to bring. But anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. So yeah, this is actually the special presentation that I wanted to give you. Yeah, pretty much. I was facing off against a Blackwing deck. I thought that Blackwings were going to be really good this format. Maybe they are. Maybe this guy was just an exception to the rule. But yeah, see, okay, Black Whirlwind is at 3. I was wondering why he only had 2 of them, but that was just in his hand. So yeah, Blackwings, I think they might come back because Kalut's at 3. Black Whirlwind's at 3. Unfortunately, Gale of the Whirlwind's still at 1. I would have expected him to come back at 2 too. Only because, I mean, they were adding so much support for Blackwings. Maybe they're coming out with more Blackwing support cards or something. I don't know. But regardless, so this guy goes ahead. Why is freaking card effect so long? So this guy goes ahead and he goes first, and he does his thingamabobber. Because he played Pod Duality, unfortunately now he can't special summon, right? But he still gets the effect of the Black Whirlwinds, and I'm like, he played 2 Black Whirlwinds. They don't seem that overpowered. But then I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, they chain to each other. So it's not like cards that only one of them get the effect because it's a once per turn thing. No, this is each time when a Blackwing monster is normal summon, you get the effect. I'm like, okay, well that's pretty crazy. But anyway, so he goes ahead and plays his face down. And you know how I hate back row. At least face down back row, stuff that I don't know. So I go ahead and MST it, just because it could be a Dark Bribe, I don't know. I want to get it out of here ASAP. So go ahead, send the 5 Lavals to the grave that I normally send. yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you rekindle your 5 Labals and do your thing. And then you bring out the normal guys. Go ahead and just send his Blackwing Boar the Spear back to the hand, because he's got a Colute, right? Which means he could pump his attack up by 1400, but I'm not going to allow him to do that. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and use Lava Dragon's effect to bounce it back to the hand. And then go ahead and send back Boar the Lit Spear, whatever the hell he is. And then after that field's been cleared, summon the being of your destruction, the shooting Quasar Dragon. And as soon as he hits the field, unleash your attack, Creation Burst! And yes, that damage is very real. And then he winds up for a second attack! And then that's how you succinctly destroy your opponent, with the shooting Quasar Dragon. And remember, that was on my first turn that I did that. And then of course I go freaking crazy because, you know, I was able to pull it all off and include Quasar's debut in the animation. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you're wondering where I actually got the animation from, just look up Tag Force 6 Shooting Quasar Dragon animation and you'll find it. Thanks for watching, and see you later.